What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 132 of Fresh Off the Mats, here with the Jiu-Jitsu Joes.
You just said it.
I know. We started talking about sunglasses, though, and
I was telling my client about those, actually. Like,
What?
when you found the TikTok shop for the first time, and then you were like, bro, I got these headphones. Bro, I got these glasses. Dog, I forgot what else. You bought something else.
You think stuff at that price is going to be shit quality. Yeah. Bro, those headphones have lasted me like a year now.
Which also,
and they like for $12, I'm like, fuck that. They last a year.
Question though, like how they do it, like where their profit margin is coming from.
I don't know.
But then two, like
bulk wholesale, maybe. I don't know.
Like, is it?
They're not name brand glasses. I couldn't tell you like the name brand.
I've seen some like name brand stuff on there though. Like, have you seen that air purifier thing?
No.
So there's one that I saw for an air purifier, and bro, I think they're selling it for like $20. Man, I got air purifiers in my house. And shit's like $100. Like, they're not cheap. It's not something that you can just be like, oh yeah, fucking.
Now here's the caveat though: you have to wait for certain time periods because they sometimes hit you with the shipping. Like, I've tried to order like $10, $15 stuff, but the shipping is another $15, $20. So like, but if you reach like a certain dollar amount, or if it's on a certain sale, like they'll say like, hey, you could get it now with free shipping. So it'll be just as cheap, but with the free shipping.
That's cool.
But yeah, it's impressive, man. I don't know. I don't know the whole debacle about like TikTok in China and shit like that.
Yeah,
like the whole, I don't care. I just care that the app works. It's user friendly. You get good stuff on it.
Like I'm about it when there's like, oh, cool, American made. Like, that to me is cool. Like, nice.
Yeah.
But then also like Origin. I love Origin stuff. I've seen their jeans. I've seen their boots. Like, they do make nice shit. But I'm sorry, I'm not spending $200 on a pair of jeans.
Yeah, I'm not a millionaire.
I'm not doing that. Like, that's just
if money wasn't an option, if I had like unlimited resources, then I'd be like, oh yeah, I'll buy an Origin. Yeah, I'll get $200.
Like then you can like start being selective about.
Yeah, but like, I'm not a millionaire, and it doesn't make me any. That Origin gi doesn't make your jiu-jitsu any better than if you wore a $70 gi.
Yeah, seriously.
Doesn't make your jiu-jitsu any better.
We say $70 now. I was thinking about that the other day when I was telling someone. I was like, yeah, go on Amazon. They're cheap on there. They're $70, and I was like, bro, it's been almost 5 years since I started. I remember, I think I paid $40 for my Sandoval gis. Yeah, I got $40 and I bought two of them for $80. And now one of them costs $70. I was like, damn, dude, like, prices really jumped a lot.
But it doesn't make your, like, bro, it doesn't change, bro. My better.
I like my Sandoval gi. You roll the
same in your Sandoval gi that you do in your Origin.
The only thing I'll say is, like, obviously, like, the length of how the skirt would fit, the
particulars,
like little things like that. Like, if you're a gi player, you might like a certain gi versus the other. Yeah. So, like, I can see in some instances where it's helpful, but nothing where I've been like, this is the best thing worth me spending $200 to $250. Not once.
I have a show you roll gi that was a gift to me. And I'm like, bro, when I put it on, it as a $200, $250 gi does not feel any different than when I wear my tatami $100 gi.
No.
I'm not like, oh my God, like, this is amazing.
It's like, I feel so great. I'll still get gi burn from them. I still get rubbed on the face, and the ridges suck. I
still got to wash them in the wash.
Yeah, still got to wash it, bro. That's also the thing. Some of these, like tatami, when I bought that big sale they did when it was like 70% off, I bought 4 gis immediately. It was like, oh, hell yeah,
but
bro.
you know where it does feel good or feels bad if it goes the other way? If somebody rips your $250 shoyu roll gi, you're pissed.
Upset.
But if somebody tears my $70, $80, $100 gi, I'm like, all right, it's not a big deal. It lasted me X amount of time.
Especially because bro, my Sandoval gi, that's the first gi I have, and it's still, it's kicking.
Oh, yeah.
The only thing I will say, the motherfucking ropes are long. Your Sandoval gi ropes long? Dude, what? I could tie them bitches around my waist if I wanted to.
Yeah. Some companies, like, they give you just really
way too much
for some reason.
I'm like, man, just make it enough to where I can tie it, dog. Like, I don't need a mile worth of cord.
I guess it's a waist size. They're just trying to cover a wide range of waist size, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how it works.
Even then, not, because the material only goes so far. Maybe it's to reach that. Maybe I'm on the. No, because I'm like, right now I'm sitting at 180, 185, so I'm like on the heavier end of A2.
I don't know, man.
Which the sizes in gis also range. Have you looked at it? They're like 30-pound jumps, A2 goes from 160 all the way to 195
because they're not custom and tailor made. So they're just trying to cast a
I
wide
know.
net. Like
But that's a
you could be a
that's
smaller,
a huge fucking net,
yeah.
dog.
You could be a smaller
35-pound difference.
Yeah, you could be a smaller A3 who also fits into like baggier A2s. Like,
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I fit all my A2s.
I have some
fit
A2s
fine.
that are like just looser fitting. I'm like, oh, they fit like good. They fit good. But I'm usually
you can
A3.
fit. I was about to say you can fit an A2.
Typically, I'm an A3, but I have some A2s that like I wear them and they don't look any different than my A3s.
Shit. Yeah,
it just depends on the cut.
Yeah, I think maybe no, because price doesn't affect that unless they were able to be like, we guarantee every time you put it on, it'll always feel good.
It's just cuts, man. If you put different company jackets, if they're all A3 and you put them layered on top of each other, you'll see that like this sleeve is slightly long.
That's what
like,
I mean.
You'll just see.
That's what I was meaning. Like if you think of like Gucci, Versace, and all that, like those companies, one, they do use the highest grade material to make their stuff.
Sneakers,
but then it's like their length. They're consistent.
Yeah.
So if you put their stuff out, the whole goal of it is it's always consistent. Versus if you go shop at Walmart, you can go buy a large and then go grab another large from Walmart as well. And you might get two different sizes. And that's because it's cheaper.
I think a better comparison is sneakers. Like Nike, I have to wear like an 11.
Yeah.
But
Nike's
Adidas,
Adidas,
Reebok, all the other brands, I'm like a 10.
Yeah, you work
typically
in
a 10,
too,
10
so
and a
you
half.
should know how like these companies work. Yeah.
But bro, if I tried to fit into a 10 in Nike, my foot would be smushed in
their
there.
toe box is so small.
They make the toe box so narrow. Toe box is super annoying. Adidas, I think, fit me the best. Those are like my favorite.
I think they were the first ones to really introduce the webbing. And like to do like the fly knit. I mean, Nike calls it fly knit. I forget what Adidas called it.
Oh, where the shoe is the sock.
It's like the sock style.
It's not like a tongue separate from the outer flap.
Adidas introduced it, I'm pretty sure. Like
shoes like that are just, they look better when they just like a sock.
They form fit. Yeah, it was nice. Like that's when when the Adidas Boost came out. That was the first shoe I was able to run in again after my first knee surgery.
Yeah,
and I loved it. And then they went more into streetwear. I don't know why. And then the shoe just sucked for running, and I hated it after that because I was like, bro, they were so good. It was like it had a good bounce to it and everything. And then they were like, nah, like more people wear it for streetwear, and they just focused that and then let the cushioning die out. I was like, damn it, dude! Like, it went my good running shoe.
Nothing lasts the same way it used to anymore.
No,
nothing does.
And I always wonder if it's like obviously like there's design on purpose to make it falter.
Of course there is.
But that gets called out, and like companies get sued over that. Like,
bro, there was a meeting of all the light bulb companies. Did we talk about this? Who did I talk about this with recently? Was it with you about light bulb companies? Bro, there was a meeting of the big light bulb companies decades ago, and they said, we got to stop making these light bulbs that last for decades. There's one light.
So they can keep buying?
Yes, there's a light bulb at I think it's a fire station in New York or Boston that has been lit for the last 100 years. Has one of those has never gone out. Obviously, if electrical goes out, then it goes out. But what was I saying? Oh, they got together and they purposely they downgraded the light bulbs because people were not buying light bulbs.
As companies?
Yes, they got together and purposely said, we cannot. You can look it up. There has been verified. They got together and met saying, we cannot make light bulbs that last decades anymore because we're going to be out of business very soon. Type in
companies falter their own lights.
I don't know. What's it called? Conspiracy? Light bulb conspiracy?
Yes.
Some shit like that. Something to do with light bulb.
Made a secret agreement in 1924.
Yes. Yes. That's what it was.
Limit the life of their lamps so more can be sold.
Yes.
This is a Reddit post, so take it
with a grain of salt. But I'm telling you, it was like in the early 1900s.
Creating a light bulb that reliably failed at the agreed upon 1,000 hours.
Yes. Yes.
They were like, no, this is the most.
We made too good of a product. But it's the same thing with washing machines. Bro, washing machines?
Fridges.
Fridges?
Dude.
Fridges, you buy a Samsung fridge nowadays, and 3-4 years later, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Give us another one. Get us another one.
Fucking bastards.
They're pieces of shit.
Oh, wow. There was a documentary written on it in 2010.
Was there a TV show or movie? I saw something.
Yeah, direct. There was a documentary on
it. Oh, it was turned into a documentary.
Also known as Pyramids of Waste. That was the conspiracy.
I'm telling you.
The Light Bulb Conspiracy, also known as the Pyramids of Waste, is a 2010 documentary film written and directed by Kazima Danaritzer and international. Okay, I don't care. Synopsis. Planned obsolescence in industrial production, the deliberate limitation by manufacturers of lifespan of their products in order to thereby secure the sale of replacement and follow-up products. In addition to describing concrete examples, the film also deals with the economic and ecological consequences of consumer society. Wow.
Did you know about that, Elias? Huh? Did you know about that one? Huh, homie?
This man called out Elias. That's crazy.
Did you know about that one? Be honest.
They're known as the Phoebus cartel.
The what cartel?
Phoebus.
What the hell is Phoebus?
So that's
Phoebus. I don't know.
the
Phoebus.
centennial light is considered to be the longest lasting incandescent light in the world.
Where is
It is used as evidence of collusion among incandescent lamp manufacturers in the Phoebus cartel, one of whose aims was to limit the average lifespan of light bulbs to 1,000 hours.
Isn't that fucking nuts? Isn't that nuts that they're like, we made two?
Yeah,
that's
can
like
they
if you
still
made
do
a
that?
shirt that never deteriorated, and then they're like, no, we can't release
There it
this.
is, like the iPod Classic. That was an example of planned obsolescence. But I know
What
that
do you mean?
because it would die. The second they started upgrading, those things would just die real fast. The battery life was purposely halted. Like,
I mean,
was-
they do it with cell phones too.
but
Don't you notice after a few
but that's what I'm
years?
saying.
Yeah.
They got sued over it. So I know now they're not allowed to purposefully do it. And
Yeah, but
purposefully,
come
yeah, quote
on.
unquote,
The CEOs are all
purposely.
there like, oh, this
like,
iPhone,
bro, yeah,
this
that battery's
iPhone,
gonna last too
we
long.
could
dog.
make it to the consumers for $2,000 and put a battery that lasts 100 years in it. Or we can make it more economical for our
That's
yeah.
what they'll say.
They hide it under that.
or not economical. What else? What is environmental?
cost efficient. or
Environmental. They'll hide it. They'll be
yeah.
like, oh, but that's not as environmentally friendly.
I
and
think
then
it's
it dies
more
out.
because then
Yeah.
you don't have to buy a new phone every so often. I think they
that's
say
the real
we
argument.
can't charge people $2,000 for iPhone. We can only charge them $1,200.
Yeah.
So we
get
have
the
to
cheaper
put
battery.
a shittier
We put the
battery
shit-
in it.
That's why we don't.
You are
want
motherfuckers, bro.
Yeah. Listen, I'll take that $2,000, man. Everything's on payment plan now. Any days, my phone's
Yeah.
still getting fucking paid
Yeah,
off, bro.
yeah.
Fucking,
Now every 2 years you go there and they're just like for an extra
I think I've only paid off my
$30 you
phone
get
twice
to
before, and I turned it in when it was fully paid, and I was like, man, this sucks. When I saw my bill go back up, I was like, I don't know if that's worth it. Like after this one, I don't think when it's paid off, unless something like big happens in phones,
Yeah.
there's no, and that's for like not just
There's
like the
no
iPhone,
difference between
Samsung
the
thing.
iPhone 11 and the 12.
Yeah,
There's
but
no
like I'm saying
difference.
for any phone, like
Yeah.
even for yours, like,
No.
dude, upgrading now for cell phones is like why?
My S24 that we're filming on right now, just as good as the S25.
Yeah.
And in 2 years when the S26 comes out, or next year when the S26 comes out, am I going to run to get? No. If I have an upgrade available, sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
that's where it's going to come down to. Is
But
like,
unless
it's
I
like-
need to do it.
that's where I'm going to see like, all right, damn, my battery life is going to half now. Okay,
Yeah.
damn, like my signal just sucks all of a sudden. Like if something's really interrupting it, but
But
if
that's how
it's
they
not,
get you. All of
yeah.
a sudden your signal's not as good
But they'll get me
anymore.
maybe fucking 4 years after I purchase. They're not going to get me every 2 years anymore. Like I stopped doing that. Like now the phones, it's like, dude, it works. Like
it's ridiculous.
it's not. That's
I,
a crazy. That's wild. That actually went down. Like I heard about it.
Yeah.
I never thought it was like an
I
actual.
thought I
thing.
talked to you about it. I don't remember who I was
This
talking
had to be
to.
a
but-
long time ago then.
No, I was talking. No, recently I was talking to
It
somebody
wasn't-
about
it
the
wasn't
light
me then.
bulbs.
And it was not me.
I don't remember who it
Yeah,
was.
we didn't talk about light
Maybe it was
bulbs.
just Danielle. I don't know.
Could be.
Yeah.
The Centennial light though. That's crazy.
Bro, have you ever seen the movie The Florida Project or heard of it? Have you heard of the show on Netflix called Adolescence?
My professor just brought that up.
Dude.
My anatomy professor yesterday brought it up. He said that's something that everyone in this class should watch.
Adolescence.
It's good.
It's a 4-part.
Yeah, that's what he said. He's like it's a mini series. He's like it's nothing crazy. He's like
Bro.
but it's a good watch.
Do you know it is all the episodes? I'm not spoiling
Yeah,
anything.
yeah.
All the episodes are one shot.
Oh, that's
They're-
crazy.
They're 50-minute long episodes.
and they
50,
only
55.
do one take.
Bro,
Well, not one take, but one
Not one
shot.
take.
One shot. Yeah, yeah.
bro, it's one continuous shot for all the
I
episodes.
know that was. You seen the Extraction movies?
yes,
So,
yeah.
you know
They have the segments. They have
Yeah,
like
they
20-minute
said,
chunks that are with an action. Now, this is not an action movie, so obviously not as
it's
complex.
a little bit easier.
But you're introducing 20, 30 characters in an
And they're all
episode,
getting
and they
introduced
all
in
have to
one.
get their lines and run to the next
That's-
place where they're supposed to be and get their
Woo!
lines. Bro, I was highly impressed. I was telling Danielle as
That's
we're
awesome.
watching it because I thought it was just going to be like the first episode. Because did you watch the Menendez documentary?
I don't.
thing?
I don't watch all that stuff.
So this
That's
crime
Mac does.
documentary was a 6-part or 7-part episode, and only one of the episodes is a one shot.
Yeah.
Now the one episode that's a one shot for the Menendez thing, they're sitting and having a conversation. Not as complex to do because
they're just talking.
they're just talking back
You
and
just
forth.
can't mess up.
This has
That's
a
it.
lot of moving parts.
Yeah.
Like You got to be over here. Okay, you're done with your line. Now run over there because you have to be down there when they come and loop around with the camera.
That's the background of acting that people don't see.
Bro,
I saw one where it was
highly
like
impressed.
the background of Star Wars. They were like, I don't understand how these actors weren't just dying laughing the whole time. And it was, it's like, so what's his name? Not Jabbar.
The Wookiee?
No, the fucking alien that sounds like a retard the whole time. Or an idiot. No, he has a tongue. Big ass tongue.
Oh, Jar Jar Binks?
Yeah, Jar Jar.
Yeah,
there we go, Jar Jar.
Yeah.
It's a black dude, and he has like a costume, but it's his face
Oh,
still.
it's all CGI.
Yeah, but it's the face, the bottom of the face, black dude's face, and they're sitting at the table, but the black dude is doing the mannerisms of Jar Jar.
Yeah.
And so it was just funny because I was like, bro, being an actor, I
not laugh.
I'd be struggling the whole time because
Benedict Cumberbatch. He was the dragon in a movie.
But like they acted out.
But if you see in the green screen, he has the dots on his face, and he's like going like this. Is like, I am the dragon. And it's like when you're talking to that guy in that moment, how are you not laughing? Like,
did you see the one with Leonardo with Revenant? That's a big ass dude that's literally throwing. It's like imagine a big Brian, and he's just throwing him. So it's
the Reverence the Bear one,
the one with the bear.
Yeah.
So I haven't seen it. I've only seen clips, but then I saw that in the background. It's green screen, guy with dots all over him, and he's just picking up Leonardo and just fucking tossing the motherfucker everywhere. And that's the scene. And so him freaking out, like, and when he's attacking him, dude is taking his face and like rubbing it into Leonardo's chest, and he's over there acting like he's being eaten by a bear. I'm like that. People shit on CGI, but I'm like that takes a lot of acting because he has to make you believe he's being attacked by a fucking bear.
Yeah.
Bro, he's getting thrown around by a human, which sucks, but that's not a bear. He is literally making you feel, and that movie won an Oscar. He's making you feel that feeling.
I think people shit on CGI years ago because it wasn't as good. Like, I'm sorry, but 10 years ago, CGI, you could tell a difference. When you're watching on the big screen, there's a layer difference. My eye picks up the layer difference.
You know why?
Because the uncanny valley, your mind can pick up shit like that.
But it's also because the film, the way movies are recorded, the film that they're using, it's not adapted for the TVs that we have. So that's
but even on big screen,
even when you go to like a movie theater, because those are supposed to be the most accurate.
I always pick up the layer difference because I could always tell, like, oh, obviously this is CGI and it's not.
Yeah, you can tell your brain.
Lately, it's gotten better. Like in the last 5 years, and bro, the stuff they're doing nowadays. Now they're not. Green screen might be a thing of the past. I don't know. With the AI shit coming out, how good it's gotten.
Yeah, I'm wondering how that's really going to affect
stuff. Dude, I think AI is going to, bro, why are you going to do green screens going to be considered archaic and expensive? They're going to be like, oh, why don't you just type in the prompts in the AI and just have it go on?
Bro, and, you know, like people really getting on AI and like saying it's not creative. I'm like, well, I mean, we talked about this when it was really first popping off, like with the whole art thing. Mm-hmm. Dude, like the amount of detail, like you're basically, you have to go so far into detail to make sure that whatever the AI is creating is correct.
What do you mean?
Like, you can't just be like, okay, draw me a person. Because it's going to configure all the people, but that's when you see like the faces get messed up a bit or the hands are put together.
Yeah.
It's, I need to see a person, they have like, when they're smiling, this many teeth and their lips are going to be shown like, oh, I want them to have 5 fingers or 4 fingers showing. Like, but you have to obviously, the more AI advances, the less detailed you're going to have to be. But like,
you got to be a good writer.
You have to be a good writer. You can't just be like, okay, show me 2 people talking, because that's when you'll see where it's like,
too generic.
Yeah, it's like 2 people talking, but they'll never look anywhere. They don't use their hands. They're just talking, and it's like you can be like, yeah, that's fake. There's no realism to that.
Bro, let me tell you, some of the things I see on Instagram when I see the caption, it's like, this is AI. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I was like, this thing looks so clean, so good, like. I really believed a lot of them were real. I was like, oh my God, this is a real person.
Bro, some of the stuff, like I've seen like some of the animals things where like they're changing how animals look and like doing hybrid stuff. And like,
when they blend them together.
Some of them, but some of it looks real.
You ever see when they do superheroes and animals and like I've like where they're to get here and they meld together?
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, they do
No, I was meaning like they're literally making up new animals. Like I saw one where it was like, I forgot like how the bear looked, but it was like just the different pattern on a bear. And then it was like did a whole story that it was like a hybrid that's happening. And then at the end, it was like, this was actually all made by AI. And I was like, bro, fuck you. Like it looked real because like it started like having stripes but different colors because they're saying polar bears and the brown bears are mating, which is also a true thing that is actually happening. And that's fucking terrifying because very big, aggressive bear meeting into a brown bear that can now also be in warmer climates. Shit, I don't want that fucking bear anywhere near us. Yeah, just stay up north because fuck that hybrid, bro.
We're good in Florida. It's gonna take
we got black bears.
hundreds of years for them to migrate.
You go like this to a black bear. The bear's like, fuck that. I've seen a cat scare off a black bear, bro.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the fucking thing was like, and the bear was like, shit, and fucking fell over a fence.
Have you ever seen the photos of like animals shaved?
No,
dude. A bear?
That's terrifying. Fuck that. No, I've seen a bear.
It looks like a demon, bro. It looks like a demon.
Did you hear about that? The bear that I think it was a bear they killed. I want to say it was a bear in China or something like that. They killed it because I forget the type of fucking bear it's called. Is it the sloth bear?
Ew.
Something like that. Hold up. Bear that was
like
killed.
A mutation or something?
No. It's just a normal bear, but it started like doing like human actions. Like it would sit like a person, look around like a person, and like it waved at someone. So people reported it as if a person was in a bear suit.
Yes. And this was a few months ago.
Yeah, they killed the fucking bear.
They
killed it. They fucking shot the motherfucker bear. That was.
I remember seeing memes that were like, "Oh, China's trying to pass off bears that are actually humans in costumes," and it was like a meme that was going around.
Person. Yeah, I forget the type of bear it is.
That's scary.
Viral video, the Malayan sun bear at a Chinese zoo standing upright and looking human-like sparked rumors that it was actually a person in costume.
But the zoo
denied it and then emphasizing the animal is a real sun bear. I heard that they killed it.
People not know that like bears stand upright?
I don't fucking know, dude.
I think like, bro, I feel like it's common knowledge now. Like
the amount that people don't know is like.
I think that's what
less shocking.
I think that's when people are like, "Oh, there's Bigfoot." I'm like, "You just saw a bear."
First time they ever saw a bear. That's what I think. Yeah. I think it's like, bro. I think a lot of what people don't know.
Yeah, this is what I saw.
Yeah, he's just standing. He's just saying what's up, and then he sits and he's just look at that, and then he's like trying to catch stuff. So they were like, "Oh, it's a person in a costume."
Suit, yeah,
and because the skin hangs, they're like, "Oh, that's not an actual bear."
Obviously, when it goes from being bent, it looks like it could. Like if you said that's a person in a costume,
I'd be like, "Yeah, I guess." Like I would think that the head wasn't actually it. I would think like the person's face would be like near the chest and like the head is hanging over.
I don't know, man.
But I don't know.
I think we go looking for things where there's not really things because we want to believe.
But like
that's what I think Bigfoot is. I think people just want to believe it so bad. I'm like, bro, everyone's got one of these cameras on. Like you tell me we can't get one clean photo.
And then also it's stories. Like, bro, and everyone has played the game telephone.
Yeah.
Stories change in a group
of
fucking get 10 people together. 5 or 10 people, and the story's going to change by the time, whether it was done on purpose, whether it's because someone misheard, whether someone just repeated it wrong, or they shortened the version, whatever the hell, stories will change just from a few people. Now imagine generations sharing the same story over and over before we had knowledge of anything. Like the first time you saw a bear in the woods, as like you got to the Americas, you went past the ice bridge and you were like, I'm here. And then you see a fucking furry ass animal stand the fuck up and it's way out there. You're like, yep, that's a bit. And then you see the print on the floor and you're like, that's a Bigfoot. That's Bigfoot. That motherfucker's real. And then just pass that story on and on and on. Yeah, that's people over not knowing shit, dog. Fucking, come on, man.
Game of telephone. And plus, I think our brains are just so faulty. I don't think our memories are such dog shit.
I saw something where
that's why
you're what was it? Fuck, I forget the percentage.
Eyewitness accounts. They don't even take them into consideration.
You have to have so many people all have the same, and it has to be the same exact story.
Bro, I saw a video.
Differences, they're like not.
I saw a video that was like, how come I can remember that I forgot something, but I can't remember what it is I forgot? And I was like, I've never fucking thought about that.
Bro.
How your brain could be like, you need to remember that you forgot something, but you can't remember what it is you forgot.
But I have no clue what you forgot. So, ever seen Harry Potter?
No,
you never seen Harry Potter?
20 minutes of the first movie.
God damn it! So there's a scene in there where
the first 20 minutes of the first movie.
No. There's a scene in there. There's the character named Neville. He gets this thing, and it tells him like it changes color when he's forgotten something. And I just saw like a picture of it, like probably like a year ago, and I never picked up on it when, like, even as an adult, I never really like paid attention. And it pans back over to him because someone was like, "Oh yeah, it changes red when you forgot something." And then it pans back over to Neville, and it's just he's like, "Man, but I just can't remember what I've forgotten." And if you look at it, he's only wearing a sweater vest. Everyone else is wearing those black robes.
Okay.
And so he forgot his robe, but he can't remember that he forgot it, even though it's like something that he should be wearing. So it's like little things like that, bro. Like you'll just forget, even if like, have you ever lost something and it was still on you? Like you thought you didn't have it. Like you're like,
my sunglasses.
Yeah, your glasses or something
Where
like that.
Where the fuck are my glasses?
I saw a whole video. These kids were fucking with their mom, and she's getting livid, bro. Glasses. Like she was looking for her glasses, and they're on her head, and she's getting like, bro, to the point she's cursing now.
Oh,
like,
I bet.
Freaking the fuck out.
My dad was notorious for being like, "Where are my keys? Where's my cell phone?"
Just
Where's
freaking out, bro.
Yeah.
That shit was so weird because then finally she goes and questions the youngest kid, and the youngest kid was like, "Mommy." Grabs it. This woman looks, bro, because she had 3 other kids, and so obviously they all fucking understood, quiet. And they were just laughing because they're recording, dude. And she looks at them, she goes, "Fuck all of you," and then walked off. That shit was so funny, bro.
Have you ever seen the movie Memento?
Ooh, that sounds familiar. Maybe,
bro.
Memento.
Don't Google what it is. Just go watch the movie.
No, I haven't. I haven't seen this,
bro. Don't Google what it is. Don't read about it. Don't read about it. Just watch it. Just please, just watch. Do me a solid. Don't be an ass and spoil it for yourself. Just watch it.
Better be a fucking good movie. I'll be fucking mad.
It's good.
If I waste my fucking. How long is this movie?
It's 1:45, something like that.
2 hours. 2 hour long movie. If I sit through this fucking 2 hour movie and it's ass, it's a 2000 movie. I know it's already going to be cheesy as fuck.
No, it's good. The writing's in it is good. What do you call it? We used to watch this in our film history class because like our teacher loved this movie.
Why? Okay, because he liked it. He thought it was a good movie. Okay.
So we had this film history class where we would watch movies and it would be because this movie was shot in a certain lens, or we're going to watch this movie because it's the only movie to use.
Trying to be an actor or something?
No, it was just an elective in high school that we had. It was called Films History class. So yeah, it was good.
Nice.
Check it out, Memento.
It's
good. We'll see you guys next week.
Remember, that means remember, doesn't it?
Remember to like, share, and subscribe.